Hey fellow rock tumblers, check this out. I found this rock yesterday along the Llano River on an area they call the Slab, which is near Kingsland, Texas. It was a fun rock hounding day. This one is interesting. I thought it was just a piece of chert, but then I looked at it and saw what appears to be these little tube-like structures in there. And that is somewhat translucent, so I think this might be just a dark agate, maybe? Well, let's find out how well will this, let's call it a mystery cherty rock, tumble and polish. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling in a barrel. I'll get it nice and smooth, get this skin off, and hopefully reveal a beautiful agate. Once it's done with the coarse grit, I'll bring it back in here. Now I'll show you what it looks like before moving it on to the polishing stages. After many weeks of tumbling in the coarse grit, this mystery cherty sort of agate type rock from the Slab is finally finished with the coarse stage. It looks pretty good. I had to tweak it up a little bit on the cabbing machine, like this corner here, you can see just a little bit, just to make it look all that much better once it goes through the vibratory tumbler. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and get this thing in the vibratory tumbler now. I'll go through my 8 to 10 day 4-step process, and once it's finished with that final polish, that 14,000 grit aluminum oxide polish, I'll bring it back in here and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, what do you think? The rock is finished. Our little, well, let's call it a dark agate from the Slab out near Kingsland, Texas is finally finished with the polishing and took a great shine, as you can see. Is it chert? Is it a dark agate? Well, that's somewhat translucent. Not very, but a little bit. I can pass light through that, especially around the edges. So I'm going to call it, let's just say agate. You know, a very dark chalcedony. I like those little tube-like structures throughout. So I'm just going to call it an odd-looking agate. What do you think? Either way, it's a good-looking rock. I hope you agree. I think we have a winner here. Thank you for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Oh, and don't forget to check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.